What up, leaders? Welcome back to my channel. We are on Lingen Road. This is what I used to call the fast food mile. So there's a whole long line of fast food restaurants. This one is KFC. KFC at the corner of Lingen Road and Epping Avenue. That's Epping Avenue looking east. It's about 6 a.m., 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm on my morning run as usual, which you should know by now. But the reason why I'm here is because there's a new addition to the fast food mile. So this is KFC. It's owned by Bihari Group. Bihari Group, of course, owns GBTI and a number of other assets in the country, including now a large portfolio in real estate. They also own an automotive group. They sell, I think, Toyota. So this is the Rubis gas station. Of course, on the other side, there's a Shell gas station on the other side of KFC. This is Rubis. These are Trinidad companies, of course. On this side, I think this is a new hotel or some kind of multi-unit residences. I haven't yet been able to verify its purpose, but we will over time eventually get to the bottom of it. There are also a group of apartments, residences on Irving Street. Irving Street is a parallel street to Lingen Road, which is the street we are on. So the new addition is, drum roll please, Papa John's. Papa John's is coming to Guyana. Papa John's is a pizza franchise and it's located here on the fast food mile. Before I get there, of course, I want to show you what else is on the fast food mile. This used to be the old KFC. I told the story of that in a previous video where an unscrupulous businessman here in Guyana decided that he could use the name KFC without paying the franchise fee. I'm going to explain how franchises work in a minute. But of course, KFC sued him. He was forced to abandon the name and he tried to continue making fried chicken under his own name, but it was no good. He didn't have the recipe. This is Royal Castle. This is also pretty new because the same businessman had opened a kind of children's playpen here, like Chuck E. Cheese's, and that also failed. I guess this Royal Castle replaces it. It's another fast food. It's actually until now it was the newest fast food joint on this Lingen Road fast food mile. Before Royal Castle was built, Popeyes was built. Now Popeyes has been here about 10 years now. Time flies. I remember coming back to Guyana and they were still building. In 2013 they were still building this place. They converted it, and so by 2014, 2015 I think they started selling. Quite popular. I used to play tennis up the street here on Epping Avenue, and people used to come out here to buy fast food, that is Popeye's chicken, and take back to the tennis courts. So that's how I became aware of Popeyes. This is Duncan Street. Duncan Street is now a one-way street going east, so traffic heading east takes Duncan Street, but you can't come back west on Duncan Street. So this is Survival Supermarket. Survival has a number of outlets here on Lingen Road, as well as on Sheriff Street, I believe. So Survival is one of the supermarket chains. So where these franchises work is that you actually have to, this is for a question, answering a question somebody wanted to know, why aren't they more franchises in Guyana, more Guyanese franchises or African franchises, Indian franchises. And the question is of one of knowledge, of know-how. This is the new Criminal Investigation Department, CID. They used to be in Ivlery or over by the seawall. Irving Street. Did we pass the church? No, the church is coming up. The Nazarene Church is coming up. So they're putting up all of these traffic, well, cameras. These are cameras at intersections. They're all over the city now, these cameras. There was one at Epping Avenue, which we just passed. Is there one on Duncan Street? I don't think I saw one at Duncan Street, but here is one of these cameras at which one is this? The Silver Street. Alright, the Silver Street in Kitty. These traffic cameras are all over. So the question somebody is asking is, why aren't there more Guyanese franchises, Guyanese owned franchises? And that's because the know-how is not yet common. To start a franchise, you first have to write down, document very carefully and precisely your recipes, all of the recipes, every detail of how the food is to be made, the temperature of the oven, how long your bread or pastry has to be baked, and each ingredient, the source of the ingredients, and so on. It's a lot of detail, so all that has to be documented. Another survival franchise, or not franchise, but another survival outlet, survival supermarket. I guess they do beverages. So first of all, you need to document all of the steps and your recipes. Then you need to document all the procedures for operating the business. You need to create manuals for the employees, the dress code, behavior. All of the training manuals have to be documented. And then you have to get legal protection for it. I think this is another old church. So there was, I think, Nazarene Church over there. And this one is... Yeah, morning. Moravian Church, I believe. Yeah, that's a Moravian church. So this is a new building also on West Engine Road. This one is completed. I don't know what they're doing with this building yet. It might be commercial or residential or both. But I remember when they were building it, it's kind of interesting because there was a new kind of architecture for the St. John Road. It's completed, but yet to be determined what it's going to be used for. I don't know. I don't think it's a hotel, but it's some kind of commercial building. Here we are. This is Papa John's. So this is the new addition to the fast food mile here on Blessington Road. Papa John's is opening on Monday. That's, as you see, the sign says opening December 16th, which is 3 days from now, so 2 days from now. Opening Monday, that's Papa John's. Opening on Monday, and it's located here on Garnet Street, corner of Garnet Street and Blessington Road. So for a long time this building was under construction, but I didn't record it, didn't film it, because I really didn't know what it was going to be. I wanted to wait to see what it would turn out to be. And now it has turned out to be Papa John's. So this is a new Papa John's restaurant here on Blessington Road. And it's the latest addition, right? It's the latest addition to the fast food mile. Papa John's is a pizza restaurant, and it's now the second pizza restaurant in the country. Right, Papa John's now joins Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is located on Regent Street, and what is this? Better pizza has arrived. So pizza's definitely arrived in Guyana. Papa John's slogan, better pizza has arrived. So it's a pizza joint, but they also seem to offer a number of sides, breadsticks and so on. This is what the inside looks like. You can see through the glass. That's what it looks like inside. And alright, we're looking inside. You can see the kitchen and a counter behind, and there's a pickup sign, and there's a staircase leading upstairs, which I guess eventually takes you to a dining room. It might also be a drive-through. No, that's not a drive-through, but maybe they will have one eventually. Of course, the latest thing in Guyana is delivery. So there are a number of delivery apps that are operating, and I suppose you can get Papa John's delivered to your home or office eventually using delivery apps. But this is what's happening, guys. This is the newest fast food joint on the fast food mile here in Georgetown. There was, of course, further up on Blissingen Road and at Sandy Bab Street. There was, where was that? There was JR Burgers, and they had also opened a restaurant, JR restaurant over there, but I think that closed. But this is what's happening here. This Papa John's is the second pizza restaurant in Guyana, and it joins Pizza Hut, which is on Regent Street. I don't know if there are other locations of Pizza Hut in the country, but this is certainly the first and only location of Papa John's so far. I don't know if there are going to be others, maybe at other towns and villages around the country. Two more things to point out before I close this video. It's Saturday morning, and there is the birders meetup here at the corner of Lamaha Street. That's Lamaha Street looking west. That's Lamaha Street looking east. They actually completed this road. Lamaha Street has been resurfaced. They put the markings on the road, and of course they had a few snaggles with the road markings, road signings, but they've sorted that out now. This is the bird meetup here at this Lamaha Embankment Park. It's now a growing meetup where people come from all around the city and the countryside to do business, bird business. So there are guys selling bird feed, and then there are bird races, whistle races, and so on. So it's becoming quite famous. Morning. I'm just talking about the bird races that they have here.
Yeah.
It's becoming quite famous. People in New York are asking about it because they have New York, the same thing in New York. So people are asking about it.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
So this is the original bird race meetup here in Guyana. The one in New York, the one in Queens, is in fact an import from Guyana. This is the bird meetup on Saturday mornings. It is a growing activity, and it is a Guyanese version of birding. I've shown you some of this in previous videos and explained the bird racing phenomenon. I think, morning, the race is not speed, the race is the first to 10 whistles and so on. Or the race is the first to count the number of whistles over a period of time. Lastly, this is what's happening here at Sandy Bab Street. This building has been under construction for about 20 years and now it's being completed and we're looking forward to see what it turns out to be. It might be a hotel, it might be a multi-unit condominium, but it certainly occupies a very sought after, valuable location. It's across the street from Camp Ghana, the army base, and when it's completed it might provide either multi-unit housing or hotels, rooms, and when it does that, when it's done, I will certainly bring it to you, or it will be a definitely new addition, good addition to the city. That's what's up, guys. That's what's happening in this neck of the woods. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. I've showed you Wilford Avenue before. I call this the school street. There are more schools on Wilford Avenue than any other street in Guyana. That's looking back at Irving Street, Lucinchen Road, and the fast food mile. And this is looking north towards the seawall. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening in fast food in the fastest growing economy in the world, Guyana. Later.